Everyone, this is Alpha Somani, and today we are on unit number 4, the poem of the unit 4, which is The Lake Isle of Innisfree. Okay, so today we have already completed the first part of the chapter, the first paragraph of the poem, and what happens in this poem is that there's a writer, the writer or the poet, what he decides to go to this lake isle. Lake Isle, Isle is the name of the lake. Okay, so the poet decides to go to Lake Isle, which is in the Innisfree Island. Okay, so this is Lake Isle. और Lake Isle कहाँ पे है? Innisfree Island पे है, which is in Ireland. Okay, so the poet of the poem, W.B. Yeats, he belongs to Ireland. वहाँ पे एक island है Innisfree, and the poet wants to go to that Lake Isle of Innisfree. And why poet is so much wanting to go there? Because he has spent so much of his childhood there, and he also wants to spend some time in peace. That place is very beautiful, and that place is very, very peaceful, and that's why poet wants to spend some time there. And that's why he wants to go to this lake isle. Okay, and that's why this place is also special to the poet because he has spent his childhood there. He has so many childhood memories of Lake Isle of Innisfree. Okay, so let's start with the poem. We have already completed the first paragraph. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree. So who is I here? I is the poet. Okay, he is talking that I will arise, मैं उठूंगा, and I will go to Innisfree, and I will go to Innisfree. मैं उठूंगा और कहाँ जाऊंगा? I will go to Innisfree. And a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. And what will he do there when he will go to Innisfree? What will he do there? He will build a small cabin of clay and wattles. Wattles means small sticks. Okay, so he will go to Innisfree and he will build a small cabin out of clay and out of wattles, all out of small sticks. 9 beans row will I have there, a hive for the honeybee. And also, after building the cabin, what will he do there? He will plant the beans there. Okay, beans जो होते हैं, he will plant beans there. 9 rows के अंदर, he will plant the beans in the 9 rows in the Lake Isle of Innisfree. And also, he will put a honeybee's hive. Okay, he will also put a hive so that he can get the honey out of that hive. Okay, he will put a honeybee's hive there, and he will also plant beans there in the 9 rows and live alone in the bee loud glade. And there he will live peacefully in this cabin built of clay and wattle, and he will live there peacefully, and he will listen to the buzzing of the honeybees. Okay, bee loud glade means what? He will listen there to the buzzing of the honeybees. जो bees की आवाज आती है, bees के भिनभिनाने की, he will listen to that in this pure open space. Okay, let's move towards the next paragraph. And I shall have some peace there. And why is poet going there? Why does poet want to go to this lake? Because he wants to get some peace. उसको थोड़ी शांति चाहिए, and that's why he wants to go to this place. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow. Okay, I will go there and I will have some peace there. थोड़ा शांति में मैं वहाँ रहूंगा, because peace वहाँ पे शांति कैसी है? अब वहाँ का the poet is describing the surroundings of Lake Isle of Innisfree, and he's explaining why this place is so beautiful and why this place is so peaceful. The poet is explaining that in this paragraph. For peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of morning to where the cricket sings. Okay, so what happens? The peace comes dropping slow. Peace जो है यहाँ शांति जो है वो धीरे धीरे आती है. And how peace comes there? The whole thing is very peaceful from the wheels of the morning. Wheels mean wheel का मतलब क्या होता है? जैसे कि घूंघट, जैसे कि कोई नकाब पहना हुआ. तो how morning या जो सुबह की शुरुआत कैसे होती है? मॉर्निंग कम्स हियर इन द व्हील. ओके, यहाँ पे जो सुबह है वो कैसे आती है? नकाब के अंदर, मतलब धीरे धीरे चल के मॉर्निंग यहाँ पे आती है, वेरी स्लोली, वेरी पीसफुली. वेयर एंड टू वेयर द क्रिकेट सिंग्स. ओके, एंड द क्रिकेट मतलब क्या होता है? क्रिकेट, आपका क्रिकेट तो होता ही है, एंड ऑल्सो क्रिकेट इज स्मॉल इंसेक्ट, जो झिंगूर होते हैं आपके, जब आप अंधेरे में जाते हो तो एक छोटी सी आवाज आती रहती है ना, धीरे धीरे, buzzing of that cricket. Okay, so cricket is that small insect which keeps buzzing in at night generally. Okay, so here what happens in the Lake Isle of Innisfree, here the piece comes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of the morning. So here from the morning से लेके, सुबह से लेके, और जब झिंगुर गुनगुनाते रहते हैं, इतनी शांति है कि मुझे उन झिंगुरों की आवाज आ रही है. दिस इज सो पीसफुल प्लेस that from the morning till the night I hear the crickets singing. I hear the morning very peaceful, and also the night in which with night is also such peaceful that I listen to the crickets singing. कि जो झिंगुरों की है वो आवाज आ रही है मुझे. There midnight's all a glimmer. Glimmer. Now how is the midnight here? Midnight means आधी रात जो है वो कैसी है यहाँ पे? It is all glimmery. Glimmery means a very starry and very shiny midnight. Okay, so the midnight here is very glimmery. Midnight is very starry, and noon a purple glow. And how are the afternoons in this lake? The no afternoon जो है एकदम चमकीली afternoons है, चमकीली दिन है, एकदम with a purple glow. Purple glow, why we are saying? Because the जो दिन का जो रोशनी है बहुत एकदम चमकीली रोशनी है, and that's why the poet is calling it as purple glow. Okay, so the nights are starry, the midnights are starry, glimmery, very shiny, and the afternoons are also having a purple glow. एकदम glowing afternoons है, एकदम चमकीली धूप है दिन में. And evenings full of linnets' wings. So, what is a linnet? Linnets are birds. Okay, linnets are birds. You might have seen around 5 or 6 in the evening when there is sunset. You might have seen so many birds which are flying in a line. Okay, there are so many birds which are flying in a line. ऐसे बोलते हैं ना कि चिड़िया अपने घर जा रही है शाम को. So that is like the birds which are flying in a line. Okay, so linnet is also a bird, and generally these birds fly in a line. Okay, fly in a line. So an evening full of the linnets wings. और शाम कैसी है? बहुत सारे linnets जो हैं, बहुत सारी birds जो हैं, they are having their wings, they are flying in the sky in the evening at this lake. Okay, so the poet here explains how the afternoon is. Afternoon is very having a purple glow. How the midnight is. Midnight is very shimmery, very glowing, having a glimmer. And how the evenings are full of linnet swings. The evenings are having so many birds in the evening. There are so many birds in this lake. And how is the morning there? Morning comes very slowly, and morning जो है वो बहुत morning से लेके रात तक वहां पे बहुत peaceful है, बहुत peace है, बहुत शांति है. I will arise and go now, for always night and day. I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. Okay, so again poet says कि मैं उठूंगा और मैं जाऊंगा. I will arrive and go now. Here also in the first paragraph the poet says I will arise and go now, because poet is adamant to go to this place. Poet is missing this place so much that he wants to go to this place anyhow he just wants to go to this place. I will arise and go now. मैं क्यों जाऊंगा अब? Now poet is giving the reason that why he wants to go to this lake. For always night and day, I hear the lake water lapping. क्योंकि रात भर पूरे आजकल मुझे दिन रात, रात को और दिन में, what do I hear? What does the poet hear? He hears the lake water lapping with slow sound by the shore. So you might have seen a lake. जब कोई लेक बह रही होती है, जब कोई पानी बह रहा होता है, तो कितनी सूदिंग सी बहुत आवाज आती है, राइट? बहुत पानी के रॉक से टकराने की सुंदर सी आवाज आती है, बहुत ब्यूटीफुल, बहुत सूदिंग सी आवाज आती है. So when poet is living in the city, okay, so the poet is living in the city, he keeps hearing to that sound of the lake water. Okay, so the poet को पूरे टाइम वो आवाज जो है, इतनी सूदिंग आवाज जो है, वो बार बार याद आती है. When does the poet hear all this? जब poet को ये सारी याद कब आती है? While I stand on the roadway, on the pavements gray. जब मैं सिटी के अंदर, जब रोड्स पे खड़ा होता हूँ और ग्रे पेवमेंट्स पे खड़ा होता हूँ. ग्रे पेवमेंट्स मीन्स व्हाट? ग्रे रास्ते जो होते हैं, जैसे आपके जो रास्ते होते हैं वो आपको कैसे दिखते हैं? बिल्कुल डेड दिखते हैं. एक तो आपके पास पूरा कैसा व्यू है? एकदम colorful view है, nature is there, the nature is flourishing over there, you have all the greens around you, the lake is flowing, and on the part two, what do you have? A very dead view. Very dead view, कोई colors नहीं है जैसे city के अंदर होते हैं कि highway है, ग्रे पेवमेंट्स हैं, ग्रे कलर के रास्ते हैं. What does this gray pavement symbolize here? That the city life of the poet is very, very dull as compared to the Lake Isle of Innisfree, which is very beautiful, which is very peaceful, and which is very colorful. I hear it in the deep heart's core. And while the poet is standing on the roadway, while the poet is in the city, he keeps hearing what? He keeps hearing to the sound of the lake. He keeps hearing the sound of the lake water in his heart's core. मतलब उसको मन से बहुत ज्यादा याद आती है Lake Isle of Innisfree, and that's why he wants to go there. Okay, children, so let's do the figures of speech. Let's find out what figures of speech are there in this in this poem. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and what is made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee. Okay, so yeah, a hive for the honeybee. You can find an alliteration here. So do you all remember what an alliteration is? Alliteration means what? Like Chandu ke chacha ne Chandu ki chachi ko. So the ch sound is getting repeated here. Okay. So here, hive for the honeybee. You can see the H sound repeating. The her sound is repeating here. So it is an alliteration. Okay. And live alone in the bee loud glade. Okay. And live alone in the bee loud glade. Number two, what do we have? Here, and I have some peace here. वहां पे मुझे बहुत शांति मिलेगी. For peace comes dropping slow. So peace comes dropping slow. When we are talking about peace comes, do you remember personification? Do you all remember personification or do you not? Okay, so personification means what? When you are giving human characteristics to a non-human thing. जब आपने किसी चीज को human जैसे behavior दिया होता है. For example, lightning is there in the sky. मैं बोलूँ आकाश में बहुत बिजली कड़क रही है. And if I explain it like lightning and dancing in the sky, who dances? A human being dances, right? Lightning doesn't dance. But when I say lightning danced in the sky, what do I mean to say? That the sky is having lightning. Lightning जो है बिजली जो है वो हवा में आसमान में कड़क रही है. And how am I explaining that? That lightning is dancing in the sky. Humans dance, right? So I am giving a human-like characteristics to lightning, to a non-living thing. That's why this is a personification. Similarly, what are we saying here? Peace comes dropping slow. जो शांति है वो धीरे धीरे आती है. So that's why peace becomes here what? Peace is personified here. Okay, peace जो है वो धीरे धीरे आती है. Peace comes dropping down. Okay, next one is wheels of the morning. Okay, peace comes dropping from the wheels of the morning. So wheels of the morning means morning जो होती है morning का wheel, morning का घूंघट, morning का नकाब. Morning का कोई नकाब होता है क्या? नहीं होता ना. So that's why we are saying peace comes dropping slow from the wheels of the morning. Okay, wheels of the morning means what? Morning का कोई नकाब होता है? नहीं होता है. But when we are saying wheels of the morning, okay, so wheels of the morning means morning जो है वो एज ए नकाब जैसे पूरे उस पे छा जा रही है, पूरे लेक आइल पे छा जा रही है. So again we are personifying what? We are personifying the morning. Okay, we are personifying morning here. Okay, so these two are the, I guess, yeah, one more is there. Here also in the paragraph one, the poet says, I will arise and go now. And again, the poet says in the third paragraph, I will arise and go now. So when you want to put emphasis on one thought, okay, when you want to put some emphasis, आपको किसी चीज को जोर देके कहना होता है, then you keep repeating, and then you keep repeating things, right? So similarly, poet emphasizes here that he will arise and go. वो एक दिन उठेगा और उठ जाएगा. Again, he says, I will arise and go. So, poet is emphasizing this thought that one day he will arise and he will go. So, what this kind of repetition is called, what this kind of figure of speech is called, this is called repetition. Okay, so this is repetition because this line is getting repeated. Okay. Okay, so let's move towards the exercise part of the chapter. Okay, so what kind of a place is Innisfree? Think about. So what kind of a place is Innisfree? Innisfree is a beautiful forest. It is a very beautiful, very tranquil and very peaceful place. Innisfree is very beautiful, very peaceful. First one, the three things the poet wants to do when he goes back there. So कौन सी तीन चीजें पोएट करना चाहता है जब वो वहां जाएगा? First, he will build a cabin there of clay and small sticks. Second, he will plant 9 rows of beans. And third, he will get a hive for the honeybees. Okay, so these are the three things he will do when he will go to Innisfree. Second one, what he hears and sees there and its effect on him. So what he hears there and what he sees there, he hears the crickets there, he hears the linnets, he sees what? He sees the beautiful linnets, he sees the purple glow of the noon, he sees the glimmer of the midnight. Okay, so he sees all there and he hears the cricket song. So cricket song means what? The cricket is making a noise, and that beautiful noise also looks as if it is a song. Okay, so he hears to the cricket song and he looks at the linnets who are flying in the sky and at the glimmery midnight and at the noon's purple glow. Okay, what he hears in this in his heart's core, even when he is uh, okay, what's the question? What he hears in his heart's core, even when he is far away from Innisfree. What he hears in his heart's core, he hears to the water, lake water lapping. So he hears to the what? He hears to what? The sound of the lake water. He hears to the sound of the lake water, and he hears it in its heart's core. Okay, when he is in the city, तो उसको क्या चीज बार बार आवाज उसको बार बार क्या याद आती है? The water, the lake water, which is flowing there. Okay, next one. Next question. Question number 2. By now, you may have concluded that Innisfree is a simple, natural place full of beauty and peace. Okay, so we have seen that Innisfree is a very beautiful, very natural, and very peaceful place. How does the poet contrast it with where he now stands? So जो एक तो है very beautiful, very peaceful place, which is Innisfree. And the other thing, other place where the poet now lives, it is very dull, very grey. And how does poet contrast these things? While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey. So when the poet describes this whole place where he lives now as a grey place, as a dull place, as a very dead place, okay, and the Innisfree is a very lively place, a very beautiful, very peaceful place. Okay, so by saying that, when I stand on the roadway on the pavement's grey, I hear it in my heart's core. Okay, so the poet explains that he misses this place a lot, and that's how he makes the contrast. This place is very grey, very dull, very dead, and the other place that is very purple glow of the noon and it is shimmery midnight, like that he is contrasting. दोनों में contrast कैसे है? ये place तो बिल्कुल dull है, grey है, dead है, और वो place बहुत सुंदर है, बहुत colorful है, बहुत cheerful है. Next one. Do you think Innisfree is only a place or a state of mind? What do you think? Innisfree is just a place this poet is talking about? So Innisfree is not just a place, it is a state of mind. State of mind मतलब क्या? It is a feeling of going to a peaceful place. कोई भी जो आपका मन जो है जहाँ पे शांत हो, whenever you get peace, that place and that thing, आपको अगर गाना सुनने से आपको पीस मिलती है, अगर आपको मूवी देखने से पीस मिलती है, तो that peaceful state of mind is Innisfree. Okay, जो कोई भी peaceful आपका मन हो, आपका दिमाग जहाँ शांत रहे, that state of mind is Innisfree. Innisfree से जब हम Innisfree की बात करें, तो हम सिर्फ Innisfree की ही बात नहीं कर रहे, मतलब हम सिर्फ इस लेक आइल ऑफ Innisfree की ही बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम किसी भी ऐसी शांत चीज की, किसी भी ऐसी शांत एक्टिविटी की, किसी भी और ऐसी शांत जगह की बात कर रहे हैं, which gives us peace, okay, which makes us happy. Okay, does the poet actually miss the place of his boyhood days? Yes, the poet misses it very much, and he says that one day he will rise and he will go there. So the poet misses it very much, and he plans to go there one day. Look at the words the poet uses to describe what he sees and hears at Innisfree. So look how he has used this word. Be loud, glade. Be loud, glade means what? Be loud. So some glade is space, right? Any space, any place is called a space, open space. And be loud glade. Be loud glade means a place which is having the buzzing of honeybees, an open place which is having the noise of the buzzing of honeybees. कोई भी ऐसी open space जहाँ पे honeybees के buzzing की आवाज आ रही हो, उसको इसने 3 words में लिख दिया, be loud glade. Okay, so that's how he has converged the words, and that's how he has converged his feelings into these 3 words. Next one, evenings full of linnet's wings. So he is explaining the evenings, that the evenings are very peaceful, very beautiful, and the as when the linnet swings means what? The birds are flying in the sky. There are so many linnets flying in the sky. So evenings are full of what? Evenings are full of these linnets wings. The evenings are full of the birds. शाम को वहां पे बहुत सारे birds रहते हैं, बहुत सारे linnets रहते हैं. So that's how poet is explaining that the evening is full of linnet's wings. There are so many birds flying in the sky in the evening in Innisfree. Third one, lake water lapping with slow sounds. So here in this what poet is explaining what? Poet is explaining the sound of the lake water when the lake water is flowing on the rocks and the beautiful soothing sound which the water is making. Poet is explaining that. Look at these words. Peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of the morning to where the cricket sings. What do these words mean to you? So, what do these words mean to you? That the whole thing, the whole place is very, very peaceful. The whole place, सुबह से लेके रात तक, the whole place in Innisfree is very, very peaceful. And धीरे धीरे वहां पे पूरे टाइम पीस रहती है, सुबह से लेके शाम तक. And the peace comes peace come dropping slow. धीरे 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 और peaceful होता जाता है in Innisfree. What do you think comes dropping slow from wheels of the morning? So, what does that mean? That morning से ही वो जगह बहुत शांत होती है. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ रात होके, आज हमारी जो नॉइजी सिटीज हैं बहुत ज्यादा, सिर्फ यहाँ रात को थोड़ी बहुत शांति होती है. दिन भर तो पूरे टाइम आपके पास हॉर्न्स होते हैं, ट्रैफिक होता है. But there, from morning till the night, the peace keeps increasing. It gets peaceful and more peaceful. What does to where the cricket sings? What does that mean? That the whole place is so peaceful that the only noise which you can hear is the buzzing of the cricket, is the noise which the cricket makes. Cricket is the bird I talked about. Sorry, cricket is the insect which we talked about, जो झिंगुर होता है. पूरी जो प्लेस इतनी शांत है कि सिर्फ वहां पे क्या आवाज सुनाई देती है? झिंगुर की आवाज आवाज सुनाई देती है. Okay, so in all this means that the place is so peaceful and so full of the natural beauty that the poet misses it so much. Okay, children, so we have completed the chapter, and then we will begin with the next form in the next class. Thank you so much. Till then, bye bye.